Holy shit! That happened fast. It's another night drive. It's Friday, where I am. And maybe where you are. Get the fuck out! This is part of the Army of Snarkness show. Like it on Twitter, at Army of Snarkness. Get the groove on, gotta get the groove back. Army of Snarkness on Twitter, at Army of Snarkness, like the Facebook page. Shoot us an email at Army of Snarkness on Gmail, boo boo boo, house cleaning. And of course I am Billy at the _swan_man on Twitter. And this is Night Drive, as I said. So, whoo, everybody let that sigh of relief out for another fucking week. Gone by, dead, 2 behind the ear. Only to bring up the rotten butt fucker of a cousin that's coming up fucking Monday. Oh well. C'est la vie. Time to get crazy. It's Friday night. Everyone gets a little more crazy. I get crazy. Fuck the bank I work for. Fuck the bank. Piano key tie. Look, man, you know, you gotta keep the energy up, because the weekend is all ahead, and you gotta suck every last bit of it. You gotta squeeze that rock, turn it into a diamond. You gotta do what you can with the limited time and space you have, both on this earth and mostly for the weekend, is what I'm talking about. But where I am, shit got frozen. Really fucking cold. Not as bad as it is in certain parts, like where I am, it's central Kentucky, so, it got really cold last night when I was talking to you guys. And then over the morning hours, it did a little bit of precipitation, and it snowed, and there was some ice on the roads and shit, and the fucking interstates are aflame as I speak. Everybody just got in a goddamn car wreck, don't know why. Because some, you know, guys, remember, you can't go 80 plus in the middle of potential, you know, ice, alright? It's still on the ground. It didn't go nowhere. It didn't fucking heat up and fucking evaporate during the day. The sun didn't even come out that much. Bleh, dreary. So don't, look, man, I know you gotta be somewhere. We all got somewhere we gotta be. But for fuck's sake, guys, you can only go so fast without just eating it. And I see people just eat it all the goddamn time. I'm a very cautious driver. Especially since, you know, that's kind of my job. I drive. I don't stick around when you're running it down. I don't carry a gun, I drive. Boom! My panties aren't, well, I fucked that up real good. That's the line. Fuck yeah, I love that goddamn movie. I love Drive. And I do that. I do it cautiously, because I don't want a goddamn speeding ticket. I don't like car accidents. That's it! Isn't that enough? I can't afford a goddamn speeding ticket. I can't afford a ticket in general. And I sure as fuck can't afford any kind of car damage, because I gotta get to work and shit, man. I have enough trouble with tires. One might blow out right fucking now as I speak. Hope it fucking doesn't, but, you know, you never know, right? Might die, and they'll have to grab it from the Spreaker systems and pew, beam it to your brain space, so you can be like, oh, those were his last words. Tit fart. That doesn't even make any goddamn sense. But it's true nonetheless. So yeah, everyone's a little more jazzed on the weekend, so, you know, I'm taking it a little easier on the road tonight. And it's Friday, so everyone's already hammered by the time I get out, but I want to be hammered too! We'll get there. Maybe we'll get there tonight on live on the Army of Snarkness show with all kinds of fucking assholes you don't like hearing. Talking about bullshit, and really you just tune it in so your cat has company. Well, that's fine. You know, we like your cat. We like your pussy. I don't know. I don't know where to draw. There is no line in the sand, because there's no fucking sand! I just blew your goddamn mind hole. Pew! It's all over the place. Just shot Marvin in the face. Marvin's your mind. And it's all over my fucking back windshield. Boom! Rear windshield? I work with cars, don't know shit about them. Ah! Waka waka. But yeah, just trying to keep the energy up, man. So I hope you guys, you like your weekend. Or if you listen to this now, I hope you liked it. You like it? But I don't really have, you know, it's Friday, man. I don't really have a topic per se, but I'm sure something will float up. As I, you know, prattle on and on. Blah, 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 fart noise. I'm sure something will come up. Cosplay bitches, no. Fuck, covered that. Sudden stop, yeah, doing that right now. Reboots. Everything's getting remade. So, sure, we'll delve into that. Why not? G.I. Joe is not a remake. It was going to be a reboot with G.I. Joe 2. Retaliation? Is that still the title? Fuck, I don't know. It has The Rock in it, and that was the reason that The Rock main evented at last year's WrestleMania, was because he was pimping out this movie that was going to come out around the same time WrestleMania was out, is getting awareness, bleh, spreading awareness out, bleh. Sure, we'll talk about The Rock. Why not? It crosses many lines, and so does G.I. Joe, so, hey. It's not a remake, but, you know, I was just fishing. I mean, we can talk reboots. We'll probably do that with the Army of Snarkness show. We do it all the time. It's an unending fucking choice of topics because people keep rebooting shit. Like RoboCop. I was going to talk about that again, but 2015 is the date now, and I keep seeing conflicting artwork. But we'll stick with Retaliation. Retaliation had a third trailer. It's just like the last 5, technically, that have come out. We might finally get it in March. Ooh-ah! Which is why The Rock is main eventing the Royal Rumble Sunday, in my opinion. And you'll get to see Rock and Brock. Count on it! I'm fucking better. Now, see, I've built this up since he announced it. Like, I'm gonna fight the champion at Royal Rumble. Like, oh, so Brock Lesnar's gonna interfere. He has to. He has a contract until the end of WrestleMania. Bleh. Those leads to Retaliation. I was excited about it. Take it a little more seriously, but now that there's more Channing Tatum, the thing we didn't like, and the fact that you took all my anticipation and blew it out your asshole last year, because it wasn't a part of the summer, blockbuster season of last year, of 2012, even though there were banners and shit with the new Cobra design that I appreciate, I really like, even though you have Ray Stevenson in it as Firefly, fucking A, that's a reason to be excited, even though Dwayne The Rock motherfucking Johnson is fucking, I forgot his name, Roadblock. I was going to say Roadkill. See, because he's not Heavy Duty. Because Heavy Duty... there's some copyright... Ask Dave. Jesus Christ. There's some copyright issue, no shit, why the character that was Roadblock turned into Heavy Duty, and then it got resolved in the last, 5 or 6 years, so now it's okay to have Roadblock again, but now Heavy Duty is also in canon, so 2 giant black dudes that are relatively the same character, although I liked it in the first G.I. Joe movie, not the animated, the Channing Tatum one, the movie that I admit is a piece of shit. I liked that it was an international coalition of fighting forces. Fighting force of whatever. Bunch of different fuckers from different countries. I liked that Heavy Duty was like that African dude, from Africa. It's sweet. Akiwabe Awanana, or whatever his name is. Sorry, it's something fucking weird. It's something not American. Not weird, not American. Hard for me to fucking pronounce right now. And remember, because it's a lot of fucking... I liked that, though. That was a twist I enjoyed. That it was like a UN peacekeeping thing to the max! An international effort, because, hey, come on. Superman doesn't really do the American way so much, because he's a goddamn spaceman, and therefore he cares about humanity as a whole, because he has such great power, and oh, God. Don't even get me started on Man of Steel yet, because, turgid for that. Tears! I actively weep in anticipation. Good weeping. G.I. Joe. Yeah, it had all that shit going for it. I should be excited, but like I said, they blew my load. And now the toys are going to be, they already have a little less articulation. They're not like the Avengers thing that I went on and on about. They're not like Iron Man 3 looks like it's going to be, as in shitty. And they're not like, crappy Mattel Batman toys, not the Movie Masters, but the little cheap ones. Garbage. Hopefully, they're not that bad. They're like original G.I. Joes, only they don't have the cut at the waist, it's at the torso, like Marvel Legends, and they don't have anything at the waist. They don't have ankles, it's solid. Everything else is pretty to the form, and now there's some in that G.I. Joe Retaliation wave that are completely like G.I. Joe 25 and beyond. Pursuit of Cobra, toy nerds know what I'm talking about. There are some that are like that. We think it's leftover, molds that didn't get quite released during Pursuit of Cobra, which is a wave I fucking enjoyed. As a matter of fact, they made that scale, I want to say it's 1/18th scale, Snake Eyes, which is still somewhere in Pursuit of Cobra. You guys could find it if you really want. That's like the Sideshow toy Snake Eyes, alternate heads and all. And with Timber. That is the best Snake Eyes figure, boom. Period. They keep fucking making them, though. But, yeah. Retaliation toys are now, single action figures are $10! 10! At least at Target. And fuck you, is my answer. I'll pay $10, I do pay $10 for basic WWE, but that has been coming for, that's been coming for 4 years now. I mean, it's happened, it happened. Okay, I'm used to paying that much for basics, and then a little more for higher end Elites or Classics or Legends, whatever you want to call it at the time. Because back when Jakks had the license, they were already inching up to about $10. You round it off, it's $10. So, I was used to it. But it's a big fucking figure. It's 6-inch scale, articulated, especially when Mattel gets on them. Articulated all right. The Elites are beautiful, but for a basic figure, I mean, that's a big lump of plastic. I'm paying for a big lump of plastic. I think that's a fair price. Now, when it comes to G.I. Joe 3 3/4 lump of plastic that doesn't have any of the fucking frills or, paint apps, it comes with a giant rocket launcher and a terrible accessory, maybe a gun that's cool, that we're going to have. Those are fighting words, man. I think that's a bridge too far. We start seeing Star Wars figures at $10 a pop, they better suck my dick and read me a story. I mean, come on. Let's leave it at 8 for 3 3/4 because this is getting ridiculous, alright? You're going to see a dramatic drop-off in the collectors doing that. I mean, Mattel tried it with DCUC, but then again, when they made DCUC of like $15, $16 a piece at 6 inches with about 32 points of articulation, when they did that, see, I'm talking about toys. G.I. Joe toys. Well, it's a movie based off a toy. When they did that, they also started making more niche characters. Like, it basically became a poor man's DC Direct. Like, they're making characters for sick assholes in the first fucking place. I don't give a fuck about El Dorado. Some sick motherfucker might. Like, this isn't even Etrigan or Blue Demon. We're talking, we're scraping the barrel of the DC universe. The barrel has been scraped. It's like hard. It's on fire. The friction, I can understand if you're making at least a niche product, but if Star Wars toys that's the thing. If Star Wars goes to 10 per little tiny figure, chaos reigns. I don't know if anybody will have a Merry Christmas. I'm just saying, because that's insane. That's absurd. No fucking way. Speaking of cheap toys, not cheap, but bullshit toys, I saw a 12-inch action figure. They had one for Star Wars, which was a clone trooper, i.e. boring as shit, and they had another one for Spider-Man. 12-inch Spider-Man. Not really related to anything, just being Spider-Man. I saw this. 12-inch dolls usually are built like... It's a doll. 12-inch figures, sure. 12-inch dolls usually built... If you go through the effort, they're built like the G.I. Joe with Kung Fu grip. Not the G.I. Joe before then, but G.I. Joe with Kung Fu grip. That was the body mold. I know the Star Wars 12-inch... Everybody, rubber arms, and they have that modicum of articulation and such. Now, we're back to like old-school Mego style now, folks. 12 inches of old-school Mego. 5 points of articulation. A whole 5. And those aren't elbows or knees, alright? Like, really big toy from 1992. Like, oh, God, no. Who? Why? This is like $13. No, you get what you pay. I mean, that's not bad for having a big hunk of shit, but I don't know, man. It's packaged like a generic Barbie. Now, Barbie comes in different styles of packaging. There's the little tiny mail slot that's just like doll. That's really thin, little thin rectangular box. And then the nicer Barbie gets, the more expensive she gets, the bigger and more elaborate the packaging. So these guys are packaged like that Barbie, the very basic Barbie Beach, or, Barbie Mall, that doll, but it's like Spider-Man, clone dude, which sounds like utter dog shit. I'm not in the 12-inch scale unless it's Sideshow Toys, but I don't make that much money, alright? Or I would already have a lease and a loan, and I'd have my Michael Keaton and my Jack Nicholson fucking Sideshow Toys in my house now, with the Batmobile. Alright, but I don't have that. I don't make that much money. I don't have enough to drop almost $1,000 on a 12-inch action figure. I don't. But that scale never really corresponded. But I mix and match, do. Things that can be on a shelf together, always awesome. Crossover potential, always fun. 6-inch guys, you can have your DC guys with your Marvel guys, at least Marvel Legends. It looks cool. It's all a good time. But 12-inch never struck me as anything worth a damn. Where do I go with G.I. Joe Retaliation? Firefly looks awesome. Can't wait for his figure to finally come out at $10 a piece. I mean, sure, I'm gonna pay it. Hopefully not at Target, so maybe at like Walmart they'll butt fuck him out of a little, they'll undercut him. So I'll get my Firefly with Ray Stevenson head and my fucking John McClane 3 3/4 figure, because Bruce Willis is in Retaliation, awesome. And also they were planning on making a Bruce Willis figure with the same clothes he's been wearing in the last 6 years of filmmaking. God damn, I'm tired of Bruce Willis. That was the thing I was saying. Bruce Willis can do G.I. Joe Retaliation, get the fuck out. That's it. I'm done, bro. I'll add an addendum to that.